landing gear retracted. Cannot comply. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping complete.
Ah, there we go. It wasn't fully plugged in. It wants me to scan these ones. Then I'm off to Hades Sector AL-X. It's a lot of them in that one. About 4 of them in that one. Wee, wee, wee. Actually, I want to just fly back to where I used to be and then start flying around in my Vulture doing some combat, but it's far a ways away. It'll probably take about 5 minutes of jumps. It'll take about a minimum 10 jumps. Oh, why am I exploring this anyways? That cluster doesn't give me anything. It's another cluster. It's another cluster. That's another cluster. Another cluster. I don't need that. It's another cluster. That's another one. I'm about to do the system map. I need D4, so that's A, C, D, 1, 2, 3, 4. D4, 5, and 3. Oh my gosh, no way. That's gonna take like, I don't even know, minutes. 5 minutes. I've increased my speed, but like, really, game? Like, who takes the time? Like, I'm tempted not to do this. That's a long time. don't even know how long I've been flying. It's been at least 5 minutes at this. I wonder if I can turn my head like all the way around. No. Like the Exorcist in here. Should be able to like itch something. Like, is this guy not bored like ever? Oh, shoot. 6 minutes. Like, what if you got like a itchy like leg? Just itch it. You like feel like scratching yourself? Here you go. I could literally gone and made a sandwich. And eaten it. Oh my knee. Like an old man around here. Kind of should be like a little drink coaster. You just put a drink there and you gotta take a sip every now and then. Grand Jury 5. This is my 5th ship then, called the Grand Jury. I named them. I don't know what else to name, so I came up with that one. On the road again. Standard. Yeah. What was that? What is there? Oh. Bow to your master. Do you like fish sticks? Are you a gay fish? I gotta make this money. Path to riches. This is the longest path ever. Like, I'm running out of fuel. Look at that. Fuel's down right there, that top bar. Is this? It does. That's cool. And that. And you'll pull that. Yeah, he pulls that back. Well, slow down. Slow down. Speed now. Wiggle wobble. Strumming. Ooh. It's the longest. It's been a long trip. This is taking me like 5 minutes. Mute that. No, you cannot get out of the vehicle in this game. You can own a SRV, which is a space Range Rover or whatever, and you can land on planets and drive around, but you cannot physically exit that SRV and walk around. You can leave your ship and explore planets that allow for landing, but that's about as far as it goes. There's stuff to find too on the planets and explore and scan and make money off of. But it's not like No Man's Sky, if you ever played that. This one's more about like if you play online with other people, it's really about the dog fighting and stuff like that, and doing missions and contracts and everything else. But why do I want to help a Russian bot? I have been flying for about 5, maybe 8 to 10 minutes to get to this spot. The first landing here at this place was 380, like 3,000 plus light seconds away. And now I'm only just over 4,000. This took a really long time. It was a lot longer than it needed to be. I guess I could have just like put on Spotify or whatever. I'm gonna way overshoot it. But it's scanned anyway. We're gonna D4 and D4A. That work. Works for me. I'm just gonna scan every planet in this area since I'm here anyway. No sense in looking at the list. If you're wondering what it is I'm doing a thing called the Path to Riches improved version. What you do is you go around scanning planets and you sell the data to other stations and cartographers or whatever, and they give you credits for it. Lots of credits, and if I do just straight runs and doing just the planet the list says instead of doing the planets that are all around, in an hour to 2 hours you can make like 5 to 8 million. Some people even make more if when they just stick to just doing certain key planets. Ooh. Turn that up. Don't leave that on since I do not have weapons. Currently I'm flying in a Diamondback Explorer. From all the things that I've read, this is the most affordable yet the most has the better frame shift drive that you can get, so you can jump further. So that's why I picked this one. I do own a Vulture, which is apparently the most agile combat ship, but I do some combat. As you can tell by my rank, it's ranked Novus, but it's gonna rank up. But I've just been doing this exploring. I can check the codex. The codex would tells you how many jumps I've done. "360 systems visited." It's a lot of systems. Now I'm not sure if that what that number entails is when you jump back to a system that you've already been to. Because I used to do a lot of bounty hunting when I first started. So I'd go from one like high dangerous anarchy system back to another place to turn in my bounties. And I wonder if it counted that as systems visited. And I wonder if there's an actual list of... No, it doesn't say. But I've done 471 hyperspace jumps. haven't done much trading. I gotta get a much better ship for new trading. I overshot it, didn't I? Of course I did. That's why I do solo play if I'm trying to make some money. It's hard playing on servers where there's all like other people that are willing to just rob you blind. That's what a lot of people do in just online play. They're just waiting for people that are used to playing solo, and then they just pull them out of hyperspace and attack them, destroy their ships, and take their shit, and that's it. That's all I found that happened when I played it. It didn't matter what I did or where I went, there was always some kind of player somewhere that just would grief the heck out of me. And it wasn't fun or entertaining. It's good to play with your friends in your own private session. I like that, but I won't go as far as going into the PvP stuff. It's just not worth it. I gotta go to this place, Hayden Sector. Hades Sector AL-X C1-21. That's my next spot.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one.
I hear a lot of people that I was reading a lot of people that complain about the mining, how it's not fundamentally worth it as much. But I even hear people complain about this, just how boring it becomes because you're constantly just scanning planets, and it's not a thing to do for like a beginner player because you'll get bored real quick of it. But I like the concept of being able to just make a bunch of money, really. Because I want to either get a Python or an Anaconda. But I believe to get an Anaconda you have to be a certain rank. And to get a Python it's like 4 times cheaper. If you go into your livery for your ship, like when you're outfitting your ship and you go to the livery part, there's a option to change their voice. You can even change its language too. Woo! I'm gonna hit that sun. Whoosh. Those belt clusters give me nothing. They give you nothing, I tell you. I think this guy's name is like Victor or something. Whoosh. It's already scanned. Oh, yeah. Since August 1st. I have to sue up AB1 and AB2, which is what I already scanned right here. Yes, there are other people in the asking me messages on the YouTube stream I got. They're typing in the chat. But sometimes, like, yeah, it is boring, but I enjoy just to be able to just relax and just kind of stare off into space or scroll through my phone or do whatever while I'm playing a game, and this allows me to do it. Like it at this point, if I could break out like my PSP and play a game or play a game on my phone while I'm doing this stuff. It just allows for more stuff. But the cool thing is that you can do this training, like, so while I'm doing this, I can essentially go into the training afterwards and just kind of maybe, I've never been in it, so I don't know exactly how it works. I don't know if it takes the ship you're already flying or you can pick any other ship you want and do training. Excuse me. So I'd rather just go do some, if I feel too bored of this, I can just go do some training and fly around in my Vulture. Maybe if it allows me, or unless I have to be in it, I'm not sure. But I have to find that out. I truly wish the third person mode was different. I wish it still gave me the same versatility as this, but oh, excuse me. Alrighty, that's scanned. Scan that as well. I know weapons on this, and I'm just in like 300 light years away from the beginning system. It's just griefing. That's what it is. And I said that's why I enjoy private sessions or playing solo because you don't have to deal with that headache. People are bored now of it, right? Like, there's only so much you can do in this game until you decide to, either you stay good enough to watch yourself become the villain, right? Isn't that how it works? Be good enough, you watch yourself become evil. Alright, let's head on to the next place. No, it wants me to go to D2 and D1. You know what? There are people that are really good at flying in this game too, I find. Like, I can't. I'm horrible. 17,000. What was it? I was reading that, was it Eve? Did it happen in Eve or happened in Star Citizen where, um, this guy got like stranded or something happened and like they sent a rescue team and it took them like exactly 5 days of time to actually get there. So like 100 and something hours or whatever it was to fly their ships and make a rescue mission for him. I think that's what I remember reading or watching in a video. The strangest things that a community has done. Oh, excuse me. What are they saying about Star Citizen? That they're convinced that the guy that owns it or whatever or has created it, he's become like obsessed with just money, and the game is actually never going to come out, and he's just ripping off all the people. Because like the guy is living like this crazy lavish lifestyle all of a sudden, and he's affording all these cars and houses and buying all this crazy stuff. And the game's become just a large monetization now. And the game he's creating it too large for people to even play it on their system. So he's essentially forcing people to upgrade it, and he's making the excuse that it's a hobby for people that like the people that play golf. This game is like a hobby for them. They can choose to spend their money on it whatever they want. Dual is it Dual Universe or Dual Citizen? I think it's Dual Universe. That game's kind of disappeared there for a bit, but it looks very promising. I think what happened was after No Man's Sky was released, any space exploration game that is being developed, they're like, okay, wait. We cannot do what Hello Games did. And if we do, we are going to lose everything we work towards. And another thing they look into is console gaming. So with consoles now having so many sold, more or less, yeah. And I find too now, PC developers, they're tapping into the console market. Like when you look at the numbers, the figures, like you have millions and millions of PlayStation 4s, Xbox Ones out there that are capable of running these games. You, as a developer, will look at it and say, you know what, I can make more money by tapping into the console war. On PC, a lot of people pirate games, right? So you don't get the money for it. But on PlayStation, there's no need for that. They don't. It's hard to pirate on Sony, so they're bound to make that money, right? I feel my ship goes so slow sometimes. Yeah, Elite Dangerous brings that a much more calmer feel at times. When it was first released on Sony, I don't think they had they didn't have planetary things you could do. It wasn't incorporated yet. I know it was on PC because I remember. What the? Oh, are you joking me this whole time? There's been 4 buttons, so this activates, cycles through? That's cool. I didn't know that. So top left of my touchpad brings up my hard points. Same with the top right. Bottom left brings up my navigation. I was not aware of that. That's cool. I might as well literally just do the rest here, since they're all within such close light seconds. I'm playing this on a PlayStation 4. I have a 4K television, but you're seeing it in 1080p, 60 frames, I think. Apparently it's 60 frames, but there's no proof. But this looks much better on PC though. I own it for PC as well, but for some reason I like my controller, which I can I can hook up the controller to the PC anyway. It's just easier to stream. There was another one that was another space game that was alright, but it kind of was like there's that free one. What was that one called? Dreadnought? Dreadnought. Yeah, there was like a free. That was a free one. Was Dreadnought. Um, Sony had a PlayStation Plus game called Rebel Galaxy, which was like a third-person rail. I'd say it was like a rail type, maybe. That one was hard to get to. Um, there was one I played on through Steam. It's space something and a number, but it was like a 2D pixel type, and it was like an eagle eye view, and you flew around your ship, obviously, and you were like trying to. You were like solving like a mystery. What was it called? Space. Uh, I totally forget. I'm blanking on that one. What were you called? It had like a number, like a year in it too. Space Mailman? I wonder what he's doing out there. Alien babies. Sorry for that. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about any of these. Yeah, I'm not gonna care. I'm totally blanking on what the name of that game was. It's crazy talk, man. Right sector. Okay. CQY. D121.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage.
I should probably get some fuel.
Fuel scooping.
Go.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
I have a habit of getting too
Fuel
close
scooping.
and getting way too overheated and messing up my ship. I don't know why I keep holding that down. As much as we can, we need to fuel up.
Fuel scooping complete.
Good work. This whole damn system is unexplored, man. I wonder if this is actually really, if I have to go to this one. That's not where I'm going. That's worth nothing if I explore that. Worth 0. Worth 0. Worth 0. None but cluster belts here. No wonder why nobody. No wonder why it's not on the list. Just get me out of here. Damn controller. Just sends me to the left.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
No, I am not getting sick, but I hope you've been sitting here wondering where I am. Shh. Alright, what are you playing? Still playing that junk? Jesus. Have you not been seeing the PlayStation? I guess not, since you've been playing your Switch for the last 12 decades here. All the messages that K9's been sending. Yeah, he's been talking about like buying the tickets and stuff like that. Ordering them. Yeah, you bought it the day that he said it, whatever. Or yeah, and you got it for the Sunday, right? Yeah, I think you did it the day that we set it all up. What is that game? Yeah. Expensive. I don't know either. I guess it's more just like I'm not gonna be paying for nobody's picture or autograph. That's what it's called. He's literally Goku. Like his name's not Sean anymore. It's Goku. Okay, that's who he is. That's who he'll that's who he'll always be. And he's 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 Goku. Okay. At the end of the day, okay. he's, he's just he's just Goku. When you say Goku, I know who he is. You hear like the Japanese voice actor for Goku? Sounds like just someone's just stringing a cat. It's just someone's stringing a cat. Someone's in my mind, it's been Sean Goku. It sounds like someone's stringing a cat. Okay, that's what the Goku in Japanese sounds like. Like I bet people in Japanese are like, "Can I just have the English Goku instead of the Japanese version?" I want to watch it in English. He does it the best. He does it. He. I don't know. He's just so believable. He's. He probably like gets it. He's probably like been in like a fight or something like that, and he's trying to go like Super Saiyan. And he scream. He's like, "What are you doing?" Oh, sorry. Like what was that? What was that one movie? Hugh Jackman was in it, and they like they like ran into him, and then he like tried to pretend to be Wolverine, but he wasn't. But he's not really Wolverine. And he's like, "Sorry, bad habit or something," or I'm just. So what you been up to? Going out places? Well, your mom called me the other day late at night, and I'm like, "Uh oh, what's up?" Like your mom never calls me, and then she just needed to tell me about who was going to the fan expo. Yeah, it was going Saturday. Yeah, she told me. And then she's like, Jason Manoa. And she couldn't pronounce Jason Momoa's name. She's like, Jason Manoa. I'm like, who? Aquaman. Cal Strogo. Andy was on like Baywatch or something, wasn't he? When he was young? He was on like another show when he was, I think it was Baywatch or something like that when he was younger. But like like if I call you like randomly at like 10 o'clock at night, you're gonna be like, something happened. So I answer right away. Like I'm thinking, oh shit, something happened. Yeah, right? Like I'm like, oh no, no, what did it? No. He hasn't been in line. He hasn't been online in like 4 days. No. I don't know what happened. What happened? Yeah. She's like, guess who's gonna be at Fan Expo Saturday? I'm like, I don't know. Yeah. Wait, I don't have to get dressed? I gotta find my speech. I gotta find my speech. He told me to say it's just black. He just told me, what are you talking about? Oh. uh, yeah. Oh no, dude, I was panicking because I'm like, why is she? You know what I mean? Like, you just guess who's gonna be there Saturday? Like, I should. She's like John Travolta. I'm like, okay. I'm like, oh shit. She's like, yeah. I'm like, not realize that it's like sarcasm. That like, I don't really. He got like caught for like a scandal with being like a man or something, wasn't it? Like he was like fooling around on his wife with a man or something. I think that was the last thing he was in was a man. That's what I think. No, I think he just did. He's doing a show
Venture
right
to
now,
Gareth
or he
Charlie.
just did a movie. I think he just did a movie, or he did a show. He's doing a show or a movie.
4,
Oh yeah,
3, 2, 1.
I think like the last major thing I can remember him in, he was in like Hairspray, and he was playing a woman. Yeah, I think that's the last kind of memorable thing. But now he's like trying. I think he's in a TV show
Scooping.
called Old Blood or Bad Blood. I think he's in that one. I'm not 100% sure.
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah, he's redoing Face Off. That's not true. That's not true. Yeah. Yeah, someone's already done that. It was called Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Didn't they like, yeah, wasn't they like proven that or something that women that get like PMS in space, it'd be like far worse for them or something? Like they're still trying to study the effects of women getting their like period in space, which is why they go through like a more rigorous psych testing. Yeah, like they go through much more psychiatric testing for that because of the way the hormones levels change in space. I don't know. I was reading something on it like that. I don't know, man. Like I wonder if they're like trying to have like give birth out in like space like that, if that's even possible. Like how would like do you take the chance? You know what I mean? Like what would the effects of having a baby in space be like? What would the baby be messed up? Would there be enough like gravitational pull in space to be able to push a baby out? Right? I don't know. You get that's in space. Oh, yeah. I gotta remember that like I'm streaming right now, so it's like I don't want to say anything like very intense, and then it be out in the world. Well, like it's not like crazy. It's just it's an idea. It's like, do you think that they've thought about doing it, or they have done it and something terrible happened, so they never wanted to reveal like what happened? You know what I mean? Like you know dang well they've tested like animals in space giving birth. You know damn well they've done it. They just the result was probably so horrifying. They're like, we cannot release this information to the public, and we should probably never release the information to the public. Yeah, ideally, right? Not one. Do you remember how mad I got at Transformers? When they had, okay. No, when they had Buzz Aldrin come in and say a bunch of stuff. No, that's you. You do not put your Lou Diamond Phillips crap on me. That's all you. I didn't even know who he was until you said La Bamba. And I'm like, oh, okay. Wasn't he? That's all you. That's all you. They were they were meant to sing it. Do you think that movie stole the songs without asking? No, they asked for permission. I think you're convinced. I used to think that when people died in movies, they died in real life. So, well, yes, because that's what happened. They killed people. No, for real though. Like, oh, like you thought Freddy Krueger was real? I think every kid did. It's a it's a meat it's a meat company. um, what you call it? I think no. I think every kid was scared of Freddy at some point in their life.
Frameshift drive charging.
I hear he's. I hear they're gonna try to do another one. Wes Craven and Robert Engvall. Didn't Engvall die?
4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
A4, A3, A2, and B4. Well, they would have based him off of the comics, right? And not off of the movies. Appearance is probably movie, but character style is probably comic. Because everybody because they try to get the likeness of the movies, right? So kids and whatever parents know, like, oh yeah, I know who that is. That's so and so off of the movie, right? Well, that was one thing that like they were complaining about the that Avengers trailer that released, that it didn't look like the MCU characters, right? Because that's what people are expecting. And that's expensive. Like, think how much money they made for each movie. Now you want to pay, you pretty much got to pay them the same for their likeness and their voice acting. When you've like that Avengers game, it has Troy Baker and Nolan North doing the voices. They do a lot. When you really look at it, they do a lot. Well, there's him. There's Troy Baker, Nolan North, and Todd Haberkorn. I think he does game voiceover as well as anime voiceover. It looks like it's gonna be linear. Like you're gonna be jumping from character to characters. Like, okay, now you're playing as like Iron Man and like Thor now got a mission and you gotta navigate. It's gonna be like a Lego, but not Lego visual. Okay, so like an Uncharted or something. No, it's definitely yeah. I don't I don't think they're gonna allow for. I don't think they're gonna allow for choices. They're probably not gonna allow for different choices. You might have to decide which path you're gonna take or someone to save. Maybe like I could see that coming up. Yeah. Do you think it's just gonna be like simplified? Yeah. Yeah, because they're gonna want it to be easy for kids, right? Because it's yeah, yeah, yeah. I could see that. I don't think. I think it's literally going to be those people they showed. Yeah, I think they only have those actors and those people. I don't think you're gonna see anybody else from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I think you're just gonna see maybe like you won't be playing any of them. They could show up, but I don't think yeah. Don't know. They're gonna milk it though. It started in 10. The sphere grid, yeah. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
I was watching the review. I was watching the review for this from the Electric Playground there, and Vic was saying that like, um, eventually it gets to a point where you just want to have you want to be able to play all your characters, but because you're stuck at certain times playing certain characters, other ones get leveled up faster. So then you end up like creating just a team and staying with them. And I guess what you're trying to do is play them all equally, right?
Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah. 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 That's what I heard people have been having to do at times is that they can't get past a certain boss because their team wasn't strong enough. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Yeah. Hmm. with all the stones. That's good. Yeah. I have been playing this Elite Dangerous and Siege. It's been a while, yes. B3 and B2. Yeah, they just they added a bunch more stuff now. Yeah. Yeah, you can land on a bunch of planets now. Well, because they had to make it work for PlayStation. It was already on PC like that, but they had to make it work for Sony, right? Yeah. Well, now you've got like alien ships and stuff like that. There's alien technology to be found, and There's alien ships to find that are hostile and stuff like that. There's a story, and the universe changes too, like economic powers shift and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. There's like dark zones. Yeah, they're called the Thargoids. So like I'm looking at this. Sorry, I'm looking at this codex, and it says like the Thargoids are a non-human race with a history of hostility towards humanity. The first recorded encounter with a Thargoid ship took place in 2849. Then they have like a society. They have a huge thing on this. Then they have like society, communication, physiology, vulnerabilities, starships, structures, war with the Guardians. They have like a whole just codex base on it all, right? Just like your enemies, you just look for them. There's technology on planets too you can find. Like alien tech and stuff I was seeing. Yeah, but your timing was it was hard to play with you, then play my own stuff, and then play with Mac at the same time. Yeah, now he's at the point to where he's not even like really there on the weekends now. He's out doing stuff during the summertime. Busy, man. He like gets home, eats, watches a show, and then he like goes to bed. He got no time to play anything.
System scan complete.
No, I know. Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm just getting to this next place here, and then I'm going to bed.
3, 2, 1, engage.
just left his console running. Checked up on it every so often. Oh yeah, I think that was done in, it was done in like Star Citizen or whatever. What you're talking about. I thought it was in Star Citizen. They did like, it was like a 5-day mission. They had to go out and get this guy.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yes, yeah, Elite Dangerous is in VR, yeah.
4.
No, Elite Dangerous has VR as well.
Warning. Temperature critical. Fuel scooping.
Yep.
Fuel scooping complete.
It's like their first year doing it, pretty much. It's like, I think it's their second console of having it, because I'm pretty sure the Wii U had it. Yeah.
Lincoln Foxtrot Echo Romeo. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area. Request approved. Cleared for landing on docking bay 16. Security detail 524. Receiving calls from a minor faction dispute in sector Kilo 36. En route down.
Scan detected.
Mansfield 335 approaching Alpha Alpha 490 requesting landing clearance. Welcome, Commander. Please make your way to the
Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to disembark. Welcome, Commander.
Nope.
Hull repaired.
About 2 hours of playing this, and I made 5 million in credits just by doing my exploring.
Incoming message.
And I still have another a ship. That's another 1.1, 1.3. I have another 1.3 million as well. Just I have to be more than 20 light years away to sell it. I can like donate to people's causes too, and that'll get me reputation and influence increase. Oh, I did not realize that. Oh, I've been doing. Yeah. Danny Rand.
Incoming message. Incoming mission critical message.
Or Bradley Cooper was it the only voice they got? Alright, that is gonna do it for me tonight. I am tired, and I am heading to bed.